Hello YouTube fans and Facebook fans. This is JJ from Paranormal Talks, paranormaltalks.com. Good to see you again. This video is for the 2019 personal year number 9. This is the last year of the 9-year cycle for personal years. This is part of Numerology, which is a divination tool. Numerology is complex, maybe not as complex, quite as complex as astrology or tarot, but numerology is a divination tool which fits under the umbrella of the Metaphysical Sciences. These Metaphysical Sciences, they're not standalone and siloed. They do touch each other and they do influence each other. Astrology does influence, impact, and modify astrology. But right now we're talking about the 9-year cycle that all of us go through in our life, and this talk is for your 2019 personal year number 9. And before we get into that, I just wanted to mention some things. Paranormal Talks, we have a video store, and we have speakers, excellent, amazing, educational speakers around the paranormal, supernatural. We have near-death experiencers, we have ET abductees, we have UFO contactees, we have panels of near-death experiencers and ET abductees and UFO contactees who talk about these things to help you understand that this stuff is really rather normal. It's part of the normal human experience. We also have out-of-body experiencers, astral projectors, who have psychics, we have mediums, we have past life regressionists, we have those who can take you to a place in yourself where you can speak to your spiritual guides and understand what you were doing during your soul planning session before you incarnated into this life. We also have inventors. We have a speaker who developed a type of technology where he can photograph your energetic body. I'm not talking about Kirlian photography, with just auras. This is a technology to photograph your aura, your energy field, where you can actually see things in your aura. You can see faces, you can see people in your aura. You can see how together it is, or maybe how fragmented it is. And this is all to help you with your psychological health, your emotional health, and especially your physical health, because your physical health shows in your energetic body before it actually touches the manifests in the flesh. It's really quite amazing. It's a very mature technology and it works. And you can see that video in our video store. Feel free to text me or go to our website and ask any more questions that you have. And the final thing is we meet the second Sunday of each month right here in Denver, Colorado at 1:30 p.m. We have amazing speakers where you can show up if you are here locally, and you can actually meet the speaker. Many of them are published authors and or inventors, and they're really quite amazing. They're great educators, and this is all here to help you and your loved ones. It's not mainstream education, which is a shame, but someone has to do it, and so Paranormal Talks does do it. So the second Sunday of each month at 1:30 p.m. right here in Denver, Colorado. Now let's get into your 2019 personal year number 9. Now, we don't know if that is your personal year number in 2019, so let me show you the formula on how to find out if that's the case. Now, with a personal year number, you use only the month you were born and the day you were born. Forget the year that you were born, because we want to know what your personal year number is for 2019. So we use only your month and your day. So let's look at this formula. This is an example of a person who was born February 26. And you may or may not have been born at this time, but this is just an example of a person born February 26. So we want to get one single final digit for those dates. So we add together February, which is the second month of the year, so that's a 2. And then we add 2 and 6. We add all 3 of those numbers, and we come out to a final number of 1, and that's circled in pink. Next, we want to know what is the final digit number for the year 2019, since we want to know if your personal 2019 number is a 9 for this video. So we add together the year 2019. So we add together 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 9. We add all those together and we get down to one single digit, and that comes out to a number 3. And that also is circled in pink. So we now have the final digit for the month and day that you were born, and we have the final digit number for the year 2019. We add those 2 together, we add the 1 and the 3 together, and we come up with the number 4 for this particular person who was born February 26. And yours will be different. But if your number comes out to a 9, then this is the video you want to see. This is for a personal year number 9. This is the last phase in the 9-year cycle for personal year numbers. Now, you just finished up an 8-year, which is a very active year. It's a very materialistic year. It's a year of achievement and recognition and monetary rewards. Very active year. Now, the number 9 year is the year that we wrap it up. Now, you started this 9-year cycle in the year 2010. You started in a new direction, on a new path with new projects and new goals. And this year, 2019, you're wrapping it up. Now, the element, the nature element of the number 9, and we talked about this during earlier videos for life path numbers, but the element for 9 is water. It's not fire, it's not air, it's not earth. Last year was an earth number, very materialistic. But this year is a water element, which is very emotional, a lot of feeling, a lot of internal turning inward and looking at yourself. So this is a year of completion, of finishing. This is where you feel compelled to finish projects, finish certain life efforts that you started in the year 2010, and to release these efforts, to wrap them up and release them. And in this year, there'll be a lot of things that will be ending for you that you have been really working on for the last 9 years. Some things will be released easily, and other things may be more difficult to release. Some things will just leave you. Doors will close, whether you want them to close or not. The point is, for this life, this 2019 personal year number 9, it is finishing. There may be people who are leaving your life that you may not want to leave, but they're leaving because your growth process with them is completed. It's finished. There's not much left for you to learn from them. So this is wrapping things up. Completion, endings, and this is all in preparation for clearing the deck so you can start your next 9-year cycle in the year 2020. So let's get this one cleaned up. There'll be a feeling of restlessness because it's like been there, done that, been there, done that. You have worked hard on these projects. You have worked along this new path towards these new goals, and you have reached these goals as much as you are able to in this 9-year cycle. And there's really not much more for you to do. It's kind of like beating a dead horse. Don't avoid that because it's a waste of energy. Just finish it as much as you can and then release it. So there may be a restlessness, but also a feeling of anticipation because you're psychic and you're intuitive to greater and lesser degrees, whether you really know it or not. But you may be feeling it's time for this to be finished. It's time for this to be ending. And what else can I do here? There may almost be a feeling of boredom. And that's where you would look forward to the next year, anticipating. And this will be a time of a lot of change because things are wrapping up, things are being released, things are being finished. And people who don't like change, who like the same old, this might be difficult for you. If you have a loved one who's in a personal year number 9, it may be difficult for them. Please help them through it. But all in all, hopefully, if there's a healthy view of this, there will be a desire to change. There'll be a desire where you want change. You want something even more. And that's where the 2020 number 1 year will be coming up for you. But hopefully there'll be a feeling where you want to free yourself of these past activities, which may kind of bore you, or you realize you've taken them as far as you can. And you will have a feeling, hopefully, that you want a fresh start. You want something even more. You want something that will build on what you've already worked so hard and completed over these past 9 years, starting in the year 2010. You'll be reevaluating what you have done and what you have completed and what you have learned and what you have accomplished in preparation for starting this new cycle. And it's amazing how intuitively we just do this. There may not be a whole lot of thought behind it. Take an inventory. Do take inventory of what you have completed in the past and what you might be able to do even better, starting with a new cycle in 2020. Review and scrutinize your old ideas and your accomplishments, and give of yourself. Because this is a wrapping up time and you're not really focused and driving towards accomplishing your own things, you might be a bit freer to help out other people around you. And that's probably a good idea because they would be in a position to help you when you start your new cycle, the cycle number 1 in the year 2020. So clear the deck this year in 2020, if this is your personal year number 9, based on your month and day of birth. This is probably a very satisfying year. There may be sort of a deep sigh that, wow, you've completed a lot. You've really accomplished what you set out to do, and you're preparing for the next level, the next ratcheting up to accomplish even more when you start your next 9-year cycle. So release all this stuff, these burdens and this detritus and all of this stuff, because you have big things coming up for you, starting with a number 1 year. But make the most of this year because it'll take a good 12 months for you to clean things out and wrap things up and clear the decks, because you don't want a lot of stuff hanging around when you launch yourself in 2020. So take time for yourself to think, be introspective, give some to others, and just be proud of yourself on how much you have accomplished and how far you've come over these past 9 years. You deserve it. So this is numerology, And this is your 2019 personal year number 9. This is to help you and your loved ones to navigate more successfully through life and understanding yourself. That's what numerology is for, and that's what Paranormal Talks is here to help you to do, is education. So if you could please bless me and be so kind, and please like us and subscribe to us so we can continue providing you with these educational videos. That would be so wonderful and so nice. I appreciate seeing you, and I appreciate you taking a look at our videos. Until next time, this is JJ from Paranormal Talks. Thank you so much, and we'll be back with more numerology for you and your loved ones. Thank you much. Bye.